What would you do if the world you saved voted to kill you for 30 years of peace? Wang Wei learned the answer on a frozen field where every person he protected watched him walk toward death. But when time dragged him 7 days before the apocalypse, the former prophet chose to save only one life, his own. His name is Wang Wei. They made him walk into the snow to die. Wang Wei stood on that frozen plain outside Jiangnan City, wind cutting his face like a blade. Hundreds of people watched him. His allies, his people, the ones Wang Wei protected for 5 years. They all wanted him dead. See, Wang Wei had a power called foresight. Wang Wei could see the future. For 5 years, Wang Wei used it to warn everyone about disasters to save lives. They call him the prophet. Wang Wei was their hero. Then his ability slowed down. Wang Wei could only use it once a year, and that's when the disaster offered a deal. Kill him and humanity gets 30 years of peace. At first, nobody took it seriously. But then Chen Mingxuan, his girlfriend, asked him one night if the disaster would keep its promise. Wang Wei looked into the future and told her the truth. Yes, it would. The next day, she told the whole Alliance Council what Wang Wei said. After that, the vote was quick. Everyone agreed Wang Wei had to die. Wang Wei could have lied. Wang Wei could have said the disaster was bluffing. But Wang Wei was the prophet. Billions of lives depended on his honesty. Wang Wei could not fake a prophecy even to save himself. Chen Mingxuan stood in front of everyone and announced that if even one person objected, the deal would be off. One voice could save him. Nobody said a word. Not one person. Instead, the crowd started yelling, "Do it! Hurry up, we want our peace!" Wang Wei laughed. Wang Wei could not help it. 5 years of sacrifice, and this was what Wang Wei got. Wang Wei looked at Jiangnan City one last time. His home, the place Wang Wei swore to protect. Then Wang Wei turned and walked into the snow. After 7 steps, his body broke apart like dust in the wind and Wang Wei was gone. The world cheered. Then Wang Wei woke up screaming, soaked in sweat. Wang Wei was in his old bedroom, his messy, familiar bedroom. His phone said July 28th, 2055, 7 days before the catastrophe even started. The day his power first awakened. Wang Wei was reborn, sent back in time. Wang Wei looked out the window. People walking around, cars on the road, the city alive and normal. It was real. Then the cold voice came again, just like before. Choose your ability. Option A, foresight. Option B, safe house. Last time Wang Wei picked foresight without thinking. Wang Wei saved everyone. Wang Wei became their prophet and they killed him for it. Now Wang Wei stared at those 2 choices in the fading light. This time Wang Wei smiled. This time would be different. Wang Wei chose B, safe house. Last time Wang Wei picked foresight and spent 5 years saving everyone. They thanked him, worshipped him, then threw him away like trash. Not again. This time Wang Wei lived for himself. His new ability is incredible. SS rank. When Wang Wei turned it on, everything within a 100 square meters becomes completely safe. Nothing can hurt him inside. It lasts 3 days, then needs 3 days to recharge. And it can evolve. Wang Wei activated it right away. A soft light spread across his apartment and disappeared. Then something strange happened. Wang Wei could feel everything within that space. Every corner, every movement. Wang Wei could even sense what was happening through the walls. The couple next door was arguing and Wang Wei could hear every word, see every gesture clear as day. Inside the safe house, Wang Wei was invincible. Wang Wei stepped outside to get ready. 7 days until the end of the world. The safe house was unbeatable, but Wang Wei still needed supplies. The neighborhood looked so peaceful. Kids playing, old people walking around. In 7 days, all of this would be gone. Wang Wei took a taxi to an expensive restaurant downtown, ordered everything Wang Wei ever wanted to try. The bill was over 20,000 yuan. Wang Wei did not care. Between his credit cards and loan apps, Wang Wei had hundreds of thousands available. Why save it? Nobody would be collecting debts after the apocalypse. Some woman at a nearby table called him a show-off. Wang Wei just smiled. Sure, Wang Wei a show-off. Last life, Wang Wei was a selfless hero and they killed him for it. This time selfishness suits him fine. While eating, Wang Wei maxed out every loan and credit line Wang Wei could find. Over 300,000 yuan total. Then Wang Wei went to an Apple store and bought the best phone they had. 0 down installments. High interest. Doesn't matter. A last celebration before the world ends. Felt pretty good. Wang Wei got home past 10. The moment Wang Wei stepped back into the safe house, that sense of control returned. Wang Wei could hear the neighbors talking again. The wife was teasing her husband about his performance. He was defending himself. Then she mentioned some Mr. Wang. The husband exploded. His last name is Wang. He came pounding on his door, shaking with rage. Wang Wei opened it calmly. "Are you Mr. Wang?" he demanded. "Yes." "Come outside." "If you want to talk, come in," Wang Wei said. He tried to step inside, but something stopped him. He shivered, pulled his foot back, and stared at him with wide eyes. 3 seconds later, he turned and left without a word. Interesting. Did he sense the safe house? Before the disaster, some people awakened abilities early, but Wang Wei did not remember this neighbor being one of them. Wang Wei let it go and started shopping online. From his memories of his past life, the first 3 months after the disaster would be brutal. Razor-sharp winds, deadly cold lightning storms, red rain dust storms, one after another. Even with his warnings last time, 30% of the world's population died. Wang Wei spent everything Wang Wei had, over 300,000 yuan, on supplies. Quality over quantity. If Wang Wei survived the first 3 months, resources would not be a problem after that. Delivery would arrive within 3 days. Next morning, his phone woke him up. His boss was screaming at him for not showing up to work. "I quit," Wang Wei said and hung up. The world was ending in a week. Why would Wang Wei go to work? Besides, from what Wang Wei remembered, his boss did not survive the first day. Wang Wei was about to put his phone down when messages from Chen Mingxuan started flooding in. "Where's breakfast? His friend and Wang Wei are starving. Answer him." Wang Wei stared at the screen and felt nothing but disgust. In his past life, Wang Wei chased this woman for 3 years. 3 years of buying her meals, gifts, everything she wanted. She never said yes, never said no, just kept him around like a dog on a leash. She only agreed to be his girlfriend after the disaster when Wang Wei became the famous prophet. And then she was the one who exposed his secret and got him killed. Wang Wei deleted her from his contacts. She called him from a number saved as backup 3. That's what Wang Wei was to her backup number 3. She used her usual trick, that soft, slightly hard voice. "Wang Wei Nan Nan," and Wang Wei were waiting for breakfast. "We're starving." She wanted him to feel guilty, to apologize, to come running. Wang Wei called her by her full name, "Chen Mingxuan, your breakfast has nothing to do with me." Then Wang Wei hung up. In his previous life, Wang Wei spent over 100,000 yuan on her in 3 years. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, milk, tea, gifts, holiday, money. She took it all without a second thought. Wang Wei was just her personal delivery service. Not anymore. Not a single cent this time. Wang Wei wanted to watch her face the end of the world without him protecting her. In his past life, she survived because of him and awakened a powerful ice ability. This time she could fend for herself. All of them could. Every person who used him and threw him away. Wang Wei wanted to watch them meet their end. 6 days left. Wang Wei grabbed his documents and property papers and left the apartment. Then Wang Wei called a taxi to the biggest Mercedes dealership in the east side of the city. Wang Wei walked straight to the showroom and put his hand on a black S-Class, the S650L, almost 1.5 million yuan. A young salesman looked at his cheap clothes and tried to steer him toward the budget models. "This one," Wang Wei said. He started rattling off specs. Wang Wei did not listen. Wang Wei sat in the driver's seat. Leather everywhere, big screens, premium sound system. Perfect. "I heard you have a 0 down payment plan, 48 months, Wang Wei asked. He hesitated, said it required strict review for high-quality clients. He was trying to scare him off. Wang Wei handed him his folder ID bank card and the deed to his apartment worth over $1 million. A manager showed up fast after that all smiles best coffee. The paperwork started immediately. Wang Wei signed everything calmly. Wang Wei had no intention of making a single payment. The dealership was happy to push their high-interest plan. Wang Wei was happy to take the car. Everyone got what they wanted. 2 hours later, Wang Wei drove out of there in a brand new Mercedes S650L. Wang Wei headed straight to the bank. His plan was simple: take out every loan Wang Wei could before the disaster hit. Bank loans, online loans, private loans, whatever. Pile up as much cash and supplies as possible. His credit score. His repayment record. In 6 days, the world would end. Nobody would be collecting debts. Wang Wei pulled up to the bank in his new Mercedes. People on the street could not stop staring. Wang Wei walked in and mortgaged his apartment. Because of all the online loans Wang Wei'd already taken out, the place was only worth about 700,000 now. Wang Wei did not care, it was free money. The bank said the cash would arrive in 3 working days, plenty of time. By noon, Wang Wei drove to a fancy restaurant Wang Wei'd walked past 100 times, but never entered in his old life. Wang Wei saved every penny and spent most of it on Chen Mingxuan. Never even treated himself to a good cup of coffee. Not anymore. Wang Wei sat by the window enjoying his food when Wang Wei noticed three familiar faces across the street. Chen Mingxuan, Lin Nan, and Chu Lian. They spotted him too. When Wang Wei walked out, they were waiting. "Hey, pretending not to see us?" Lin Nan called out. Chen Mingxuan put on her sweet voice. "Long Wei, what a coincidence." Wang Wei almost laughed. She still thought Wang Wei was her obedient little follower. Lin Nan pushed right away. "Mingxuan hasn't had lunch. Shouldn't you treat her?" Wang Wei was going to shut them down, but then Wang Wei changed his mind. Why embarrass her now when Wang Wei could have more fun later? "I've got something urgent," Wang Wei said casually. "How about coming to my place tonight?" Lin Nan scoffed. "As if Mingxuan would go to your place at night." Wang Wei did not say a word. Wang Wei just took out his keys and pressed the button. The Mercedes beeped, three jaws dropped. Wang Wei got in the car, the black S650L shining in the sun. Chu Lian looked it up on her phone. Listed price over 1.5 million yuan. Chen Mingxuan's face went blank. Wang Wei reversed and stopped next to them. Rolled the window down. "Mingxuan, if you're busy tonight, forget it." Then Wang Wei looked at Lin Nan and smiled. "Actually, Lin Nan, Wang Wei just noticed you're really beautiful. Message him when you're free." Wang Wei rolled the window up and drove off. Left all three of them standing there in shock. Wang Wei could imagine the scene after Wang Wei left. Chen Mingxuan turning on Lin Nan. "Who told you to say I wouldn't go to his place?" Lin Nan scrambling to explain it away. Both of them wondering if Wang Wei'd been secretly rich this whole time. Next, Wang Wei drove to the old part of the city. Found a shabby little pawn shop with half the sign missing. Wang Wei walked in and asked for Li Pengzi. A heavy man with a thick gold chain came out and looked him over. Wang Wei showed him his property deed and car registration. "The house is already mortgaged to the bank," he said, frowning. 2 million, Wang Wei said. "House and car pawned for 1 month." His eyes lit up. He did the math. Even with the bank's claim, the total value was around 3 million. 2 million was a safe bet for him, and his business had ways of making sure nobody cheated him. The interest was brutal, 2% per day. After 1 month, Wang Wei owed 3.2 million total. "Deal," Wang Wei said without hesitating. Li Pengzi almost could not believe how easy it was. He had the contract ready in minutes. Wang Wei signed it. He transferred the money. 2 million yuan hit his account just like that. He thought he'd found the easiest target of his life. He had no idea that in 6 days there would not be a world left to collect debts in. Wang Wei got back in his car and checked his phone. A message from Lin Nan. "Wang Wei, it's Lin Nan. Wang Wei, I'm free tonight. Wang Wei'll come to your place." Wang Wei smiled. The real show was just getting started. Wang Wei sent Lin Nan his address and drove to the mall. Wang Wei needed fresh food, meat, vegetables, seasonings, wine, and drinks. Wang Wei only picked stuff, filled the whole cart. From his past life, Wang Wei knew that 3 months before the disaster, all transportation would collapse. No deliveries, no supply runs. Anyone who went out looking for food usually did not come back. Hunger turned people into animals. Laws and morals meant nothing when survival was at stake. This time, Wang Wei was not going to save anyone. Wang Wei just wanted to watch. Wang Wei got home around 4 in the afternoon. Set down the groceries. The doorbell rang. "Lin Nan already here?" She dressed up. Nice dress, full makeup, sweet perfume. Quite the transformation from the woman who'd mocked him that morning. "Brother Wang, I came to apologize," she said with a shy smile. Wang Wei let her in. She looked around his apartment. Nothing fancy but clean. Her eyes landed on the Mercedes key on the coffee table, the imported steak, the bottle of wine. Wang Wei could see her relax. She'd confirmed what she came to find out. The money was real. Then she started talking about Shen Mingxuan. Told him Mingxuan never took him seriously, that she was seeing other rich guys, that she laughed about his gifts behind his back. Lin Nan was throwing her own friend under the bus without a second thought. Wang Wei let her talk. None of it surprised him. Then Wang Wei casually took out his phone, the newest iPhone, and unlocked it where she could see the screen. A bank notification popped up, 2 million yuan. Her eyes went wide, her breathing changed. That was the moment she decided Wang Wei was definitely a secret rich heir. She moved to the sofa next to him, put her hand on his arm, started telling him how she'd always admired him. How Wang Wei was so much better than other men, how she did not want to miss her chance. Wang Wei looked at her perfectly manicured hand and smiled. Wang Wei lifted her chin. "Wang Wei, just realized today you're not materialistic at all." She tried to slow things down, said we were moving too fast. "Don't worry," Wang Wei said. "Wang Wei'll take his time." Afterward, the room went quiet. The sunset faded outside. Lin Nan lay on the sofa looking dazed. She'd come for the money, but she seemed genuinely impressed by the experience. She admitted to herself that none of her past boyfriends had ever come close. Wang Wei got up and straightened his clothes. "Come on, let's go shopping." She jumped up immediately, still tired but eager. Wang Wei drove her to the mall. We went through store after store, high-end brands. Wang Wei spent over 100,000 yuan. She carried all the bags, sweating and exhausted. Every single item was for him. Wang Wei did not buy her a thing. She did not complain once. To her, carrying bags for a rich man was an investment. She thought if she held on tight enough, her future was set. She had no idea there was no future to plan for. We got back to his place loaded with bags. Lin Nan pointed at the cold weather gear Wang Wei bought and asked why Wang Wei needed winter clothes in the middle of summer. "Wang Wei just don't like the cold," Wang Wei said. Wang Wei was not about to explain that in a few days, extreme weather would tear the world apart. She suggested dinner. Wang Wei told her we needed to wait for someone. Her face changed the moment Wang Wei said Chen Mingxuan's name. While we were out shopping, Chen Mingxuan had texted him asking to meet. She could not resist finding out the truth about the Mercedes. Lin Nan hesitated. If Chen Mingxuan showed up and found her here, it would be obvious what happened. For about 3 seconds, she considered leaving. Then she grabbed his arm and said, "What's wrong with that? She's his best friend and your ex-girlfriend." She started trashing Chen Mingxuan again. Told him Chen Mingxuan had spent a whole weekend with some rich guy recently. 3 years Wang Wei chased that woman in his past life and we barely held hands. Meanwhile, she was off with other men. Wang Wei did not care. His feelings for Chen Mingxuan died the moment she got him killed. She was just another name on his list now, and Lin Nan was not any better. In his previous life, she and Chu Lian constantly badmouthed him behind his back. They enjoyed watching Chen Mingxuan string him along. Wang Wei pulled Lin Nan toward the bedroom. She panicked a little. She was still worn out from earlier. But then she realized Chen Mingxuan might arrive any minute, and that seemed to motivate her. She got loud on purpose. His poor neighbor suffered through the whole thing. His wife sat there timing it on her phone. Half an hour, 1 hour. By the end, the husband had given up and gone to the pharmacy downstairs. When it was finally over, Wang Wei told Lin Nan to get up. Chen Mingxuan was outside. "How do you know?" she asked, pretending to be surprised. Wang Wei knew because if Wang Wei did not open the door soon, the woman on the other side would break it down. Chen Mingxuan was standing there, nails digging into her palms. She'd heard everything. She recognized Lin Nan's voice. The same friend who always mocked him for being poor and desperate. Now that friend was in his bed. Part of her wanted to leave, but she could not. If Lin Nan was here, it meant the money was real. That Mercedes was real. Why should Lin Nan get the prize? She took a deep breath, forced a smile, and walked in. She looked stunning. Red dress, white stockings, perfume. She'd come prepared. Then Lin Nan strolled out of the bedroom. Hair messy, dress crooked, walking funny. She acted like she owned the place. "Oh, Chen Mingxuan, why did not you say you were coming? It's a bit messy." Wang and Wang Wei were shopping all afternoon. Every word was a knife aimed at Chen Mingxuan's pride. Lin Nan grabbed his arm. Chen Mingxuan's smile almost cracked, but she held it together, stepped forward, and took his other arm. "His friend is here too," she said sweetly. "You should have told him earlier." Wang Wei stood there with both of them hanging on him, not pushing either one away, just watching them compete with a quiet smile. In his past life, even as the great prophet, no one ever fought over him like this. Having money really did feel good. "Let's go eat," Wang Wei said, pulling free from both of them before they started fighting and broke something. His supplies were more important than their drama. Wang Wei walked to the noodle shop near his neighborhood. A small place, husband and wife running it. Wang Wei ate here all the time. The owner greeted him as usual. Then he saw 2 dressed-up women walk in behind him and froze. In all the years Wang Wei'd been coming, Wang Wei'd never brought anyone. "Give them each a bowl of soybean paste noodles," Wang Wei said. Chen Mingxuan sat next to him. Lin Nan got annoyed, dragged a chair over, and squeezed in on his other side. Lin Nan poured him tea. Chen Mingxuan wiped the table with a wet wipe. Wang Wei just watched their little war and ate his noodles in peace. They barely touched their food. When Wang Wei finished, Lin Nan handed him a tissue. Chen Mingxuan went to pay the bill. Funny how things work. 3 years of chasing Chen Mingxuan, spending thousands on her, and she never once treated him this well. Now both of them were fighting to serve him over a bowl of cheap noodles. People talk about money with the poor and feelings with the rich. That's just how it is. It was past 10 when we finished. Wang Wei figured they'd go home. Instead, both followed him back to his apartment. They even started cleaning his living room. Neither one wanted to leave first. Wang Wei had an idea. "Lin Nan, come to the bedroom," Wang Wei said. I need to talk to you. She glanced at Chen Mingxuan with a little victory smile and followed him in. Wang Wei asked if she had her ID card. She blushed and said yes. Wang Wei had her pose for a few photos, her holding up her ID. She was confused but did everything Wang Wei asked. Then Wang Wei sent her out. She and Chen Mingxuan, your turn, Wang Wei called. Chen Mingxuan came in looking nervous, not sure what had happened with Lin Nan. Wang Wei played it smooth, told her Lin Nan came after him on her own. That the one Wang Wei truly cared about was still her. She relaxed. Then Wang Wei asked for her ID card too. Isn't this too fast? She asked. Lin Nan didn't think so, Wang Wei said. That did it. She could not stand losing to Lin Nan. She agreed. Afterward, Wang Wei walked them both to the door. They finally left, neither wanting to stay and share a roof with the other. The moment the door closed, the smile dropped off his face. Wang Wei pulled out his phone and looked at the photos. Then Wang Wei downloaded over a dozen loan apps. Some needed video verification, but plenty had easier requirements. Wang Wei filled out applications one after another using what Wang Wei had. By the end of the night, Wang Wei borrowed over 300,000 yuan across multiple platforms. Every resource should be used to its fullest, nothing wasted. That night, lying in bed, Wang Wei remembered Chu Lian. She was the third one in that little group, Chen Mingxuan's other best friend. In his previous life, it was Chu Lian and Lin Nan who encouraged Chen Mingxuan to test his loyalty by exposing his prophecy. They helped push him toward death. The neighbor's noise started up again through the wall. Annoying. So Wang Wei texted Chen Mingxuan and told her to come back. Wang Wei'd drive her to work in the morning. She was already in a taxi heading home. The moment she read that message, she told the driver to turn around. The idea of showing up at work in his luxury car was too tempting. She came right back. Wang Wei looked at her standing in his doorway and felt nothing but cold amusement. 3 years of honest devotion got him nowhere. One flash of money and she came running at midnight. The neighbor had a rough night. The sounds through the wall did not stop until after 2 in the morning. That was partly on purpose. He'd kept him up earlier, so Wang Wei returned the favor. Next morning, Wang Wei drove Chen Mingxuan to her office during rush hour so everyone could see. At the building entrance, Lin Nan and Chu Lian were walking in together. When the Mercedes pulled up and Chen Mingxuan stepped out holding his arm, Lin Nan's face went dark. Wang Wei made things worse on purpose. Wang Wei waved at Lin Nan, patted her head, and said casually, "After you left last night, Chen Mingxuan came back." That hit like a bomb. Lin Nan was furious. Chen Mingxuan was smug. Chu Lian stood there with her mouth open, trying to figure out what happened to the world overnight. Before Wang Wei left, Wang Wei smiled at Chu Lian. "Let's all get together sometime." His treat. Wang Wei drove away and left the three of them to tear each other apart. All day, Chu Lian was stuck between her two friends who now hated each other. Both blamed the other. Both claimed Wang Wei was theirs. Their so-called friendship crumbled the moment money entered the picture. Then Wang Wei got a text from Zhao Lai, his old co-worker. "Brother Wang, did you really quit?" In his past life, Zhao Lai had awakened an SSS-level lightning power. He ranked third on the Alliance power list. Wang Wei saved his life multiple times during the disasters, and he repaid him by leading the crowd on that snowy plain, telling him to walk to his death. Wang Wei thought about dealing with him now but decided against it. Inside his safe house, Wang Wei was untouchable, but outside, Wang Wei was still just a regular man. Getting arrested before the disaster would be stupid. Wang Wei'd handle him later. Wang Wei went to the office one last time to sign his resignation papers. The receptionist avoided his eyes. His co-workers smirked behind his back. The HR manager docked his pay, withheld this month's salary, and slipped in a clause about pursuing responsibility for leaving without notice. 3 years of loyalty, late nights, and unpaid overtime. This was his reward. Wang Wei ran into Zhao Lai on the way out. He put on a concerned face. "Take care, let's keep in touch." Wang Wei nodded and left. Wang Wei did not hear him trash-talking him to the others the moment Wang Wei walked out the door. But Wang Wei would not have been surprised. Around noon, Wang Wei got a message from Chu Lian. She'd spent all morning being squeezed between Chen Mingxuan and Lin Nan, and she was desperate. "Wang Wei, they stopped talking because of you. Fix this." Wang Wei looked at the message and smiled. Another one coming to him on her own. Time to see if the power of money worked every single time. "Let's talk in person." Wang Wei texted Chu Lian and sent her the address of an expensive Western restaurant. She showed up fast. Told herself it was for her two friends. Sure it was. The menu had gold lettering on thick leather. Wagyu set for 7,800 yuan. Truffle pasta for 3,200. Even juice cost $680 a glass. Chulian ordered the most expensive thing she could find. Figured she was getting revenge for her friends by making him pay. Wang Wei did not mind. Wang Wei even suggested a burgundy wine to go with the steak. While we waited, she took selfies. When the food arrived, she photographed every dish, adjusted the filters, posted it online with a caption about life's little rituals. She was careful not to tag the location, but anyone who knew the place could tell. She completely forgot why she came. Wang Wei tested her during the meal, told her she was different from Chen Mingxuan and Lin Nan, more refined, better taste. That hit exactly the right spot. She'd always felt invisible next to her two flashier friends. After lunch, Wang Wei asked her to come shopping. She hesitated for about half a second, then called in sick from work. We hit the stores. Wang Wei spent over 100,000 yuan. Same as before, didn't buy her a single thing. Didn't need to. Women like her just needed to see how freely Wang Wei spent money. That was enough. She ignored messages from both Chen Mingxuan and Lin Nan the whole time. When we finished shopping, Wang Wei drove straight home without asking. She did not question it. We both knew where this was going. At his apartment, Wang Wei put his arm around her waist. She acted surprised but did not resist. She'd already made up her mind before walking through the door. She told herself this was her ticket to a better life. Afterward, she lay there staring at the ceiling and asked why Wang Wei lived in such a small place when Wang Wei was so rich. That actually made him think. She had a point. His apartment was too small. "I'll move to a bigger place tomorrow," Wang Wei said. Her eyes lit up. She thought she was special to him. Then Wang Wei asked if she had her ID card. Same routine as the others. She said yes. Wang Wei took photos. By the end of the day, Wang Wei squeezed about 10,000 yuan out of Chulian through loan apps too. No free lunches in this world. That expensive meal had a price. When Chulian saw the money notifications on his phone, Wang Wei told her to leave. She got dressed fast, looking confused and disappointed. She'd been hoping for another fancy dinner. Wang Wei shut the door behind her. Her social media post from the restaurant had already set off alarms. Chen Mingxuan and Lin Nan had sent her over 30 messages and 7 missed calls. That was her problem now. After she left, Wang Wei overheard the neighbor couple talking through the wall. His wife was complaining about him staying home from work. He told her he'd been feeling strange. His heart raced every time he tried to go outside. And the feeling had gotten worse since he visited his door that one time. He begged her to stay home too. She thought he was crazy, wanted to take him to the hospital, but Wang Wei knew better. That man was developing a danger perception ability. He could sense something terrible was coming even if he could not explain it. For days before the disaster, and he was already awakening. Wang Wei needed to move faster. Next morning, Wang Wei went to a real estate agency across the street. Told them Wang Wei wanted to buy an apartment big, ready to move in, decided today. The agent showed him a place in Jinshui, Tiandi. 4 bedrooms, 178 square meters, modern style, fully furnished, listed at 3.5 million. Wang Wei offered a 100,000 deposit with a deal. Wang Wei'd sign the full contract in a month but move in today. If Wang Wei broke the agreement, Wang Wei'd pay 1.1 million in penalties. The owner agreed. In 10 minutes, handed him the keys himself. Wang Wei was not planning to pay a single yuan more. In 3 days, money would be worthless. His online supplies arrived over 300,000 yuan worth. Truffle cans, Wagyu beef, caviar, burgundy wine, solar panels, water purification systems, everything Wang Wei needed for 3 months. While Wang Wei was loading the trucks, the neighbor showed up again. He stared at his emergency supplies with a strange look, asked if Wang Wei knew something. Wang Wei played dumb. Wang Wei was not going to be anyone's prophet this time around. After Wang Wei drove away with his stuff, the neighbor's ability fully awakened. A-grade danger perception. The voice in his head told him a global disaster was coming. He panicked and started running home, wanting to buy supplies and find him. Too late for that. At his new place, Wang Wei barely sat down when Li Pengzi, the loan shark, called. He wanted his 2 million back. No interest, just the principal. Turns out he'd awaken a power too. A voice told him about the disaster, and now he was scared. He wanted to build a fortress and needed cash. "You're crazy," Wang Wei told him and hung up. He sent threats, said he'd ruin him. Wang Wei blocked his number and sent one last message. "Stop worrying about the end of the world. Go to the hospital. Wang Wei will send you 5,000 for the bill." Wang Wei activated his safe house around his new apartment. 100 square meters of absolute safety. Meanwhile, back at his old place, Chen Mingxuan, Lin Nan, and Chulian all showed up at his door at the same time, glaring at each other. Wang Wei was not there. Wang Wei was lying on his new sofa, eating steak and drinking red wine. 2 days left. Online, things were starting to crack. Some guy claiming to be a martial arts master posted a video of himself breaking a steel wrench with his bare hand, then punching a hole through an iron pot on live stream. Thousands of viewers flooded in. Then his account got banned. The authorities were already stepping in. That night, the TV interrupted with an emergency broadcast. The host said there might be extreme weather and geological events soon. Stock 2 weeks of food. Stay home. Keep phones charged. They kept it vague. Didn't mention the end of the world. The internet went crazy with theories, but it was too late for most people. Supermarkets could not handle a sudden rush. 2 days was not enough to prepare. Wang Wei walked to the window and looked out at the city lights. Everything looked normal, beautiful even. But Wang Wei could see the sky in the distance turning an unnatural dark gray. Wang Wei raised his glass. Welcome to the new world. Next morning, his phone woke him up again. Wang Wei checked the screen. 70 or 80 missed calls from Chen Mingxuan, Lin Nan, and Chu Lian. Another 30 from Li Pengzi. Wang Wei smiled and created a new group chat. Called it Angel Investor Main Group. Then Wang Wei sent a video call invitation to all 4 of them. They picked up instantly. The 3 women looked terrible. No sleep, ruined makeup, dark circles under their eyes. Li Pengzi's greasy face popped up a few seconds later. Wang Wei yawned. Why is everyone looking for me? The women exploded. You're not even human. All your money was borrowed. You used us for loans. Turns out Li Pengzi had gone to his old apartment yesterday to collect his debt. He told the 3 women everything. The car was financed. The house was mortgaged. All his cash came from loans and scams. Then overnight, the loan platforms started calling them, threatening to publish their photos if they did not pay. It was me, Wang Wei said calmly. I set up the loans. They went silent for a second. But those loans are illegal, Wang Wei told them. You don't have to pay them back. Then Wang Wei pointed out Li Pengzi in the group. He's an illegal loan shark too. Wang Wei not paying him back either. Li Pengzi's eyes bulged. Kid, do you think I can't deal with you? Just try, Wang Wei said. Chen Mingxuan demanded Wang Wei pay her back for everything. Wang Wei reminded her Wang Wei'd spent over 100,000 on her in 3 years of chasing her. Lin Nan and Chu Lian wanted their money too. Consider it the price of breakfast, Wang Wei said. Then Wang Wei did something that made all 3 of them scream. Wang Wei sent the photos Wang Wei'd taken, the ones with their ID cards, straight into the group chat. They lost their minds, screaming, cursing, calling him every name they could think of. Li Pengzi quietly downloaded everything. If things are really that bad, call the police, Wang Wei suggested. The loans were in his name. Let the law deal with him. Li Pengzi could not call the police. His whole business was illegal. But the 3 women grabbed onto that idea like it was a lifeline. Just wait to go to jail, Chen Mingxuan shouted. You're finished, Lin Nan added. They hung up. That left just him and Li Pengzi. Aren't you afraid that they'll actually call the police? He asked, almost amused. You told me yourself the world is ending, Wang Wei said. What am I afraid of? He stared at him. You believe it now? Of course Wang Wei believe it. That's exactly why Wang Wei am not paying you back. He cursed and Wang Wei hung up. Wang Wei walked to the window. Jiangnan City looked completely normal. Traffic, people rushing to work, ordinary morning. Nobody took last night's emergency broadcast seriously. They all thought it was just the weather warning. Tomorrow would be the first day of the disaster. Meanwhile, Li Pengzi was sitting in his villa fuming. But slowly the anger turned into something else. He started thinking, why had Wang Wei borrowed all that money without caring about the interest? Why did Wang Wei stockpile supplies? Why was not Wang Wei afraid of anything? Then it hit him. Maybe I'd awakened early too. That night, his neighbor from the old apartment moved into the unit across the hall. Wang Wei watched through the peephole, him and his wife hauling bags and boxes. His danger perception must have led him straight here. He told his wife this was the only place in the whole city where he felt safe. Wang Wei did not open the door. In this life, Wang Wei was not getting involved with anyone. The next morning was bright and clear. Everything looked normal, but Wang Wei knew better. Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the first disaster would hit wind blades. By noon, the sky started changing. The sun was still shining, but everything turned a strange reddish yellow. No clouds, just that eerie color spreading across the entire sky. People noticed, took photos, posted online. Some outdoor streamer called Farmer Spring Water is a bit salty, pointed his camera at the sky and started broadcasting live. Then the emergency alarms went off in every major city. Everyone got the same text, go home immediately. Stay indoors, do not go outside. The streamer hesitated for 3 seconds. Then he turned the camera on himself and said he'd test the extreme weather personally. Fans went crazy. GIFs flooded the screen. Hearts, planes, yachts. Wang Wei found the stream and watched. Shook his head. The first day was not the worst, but with bad luck you could still die. His luck was bad. The wind is picking up, he said, but it's very weak. He never finished the sentence. A vein bulged on his neck. Then his head fell off. The stream cut to black. Recording spread everywhere. The internet exploded with panic. That evening, Jiangnan City streets were empty. People shared photos of cuts that appeared out of nowhere, wounds that would not heal. Surveillance footage showed animal corpses outside the city, sliced apart like something invisible had cut through them. This was only day 1. As Wang Wei put his phone down, a voice sounded in his head. Successfully survived the first day. Gain 1 safety point. Would you like to upgrade your safe house? Wang Wei checked his ability right away. 1 safety point could expand the zone from 100 to 200 square meters and extend the duration from 3 days to 4. Upgrade, Wang Wei said immediately. His heart was racing. The safe house could grow. If Wang Wei kept surviving, Wang Wei'd keep earning points. The limit could be broken. Next morning, the sky was still yellow. Wind blades were invisible but deadly. They only attacked exposed living things. Inside buildings or cars, you were safe. Only Wang Wei knew this. Wang Wei was not telling anyone. His phone was blowing up. Chen Mingxuan had figured out Wang Wei'd stockpiled supplies early. She asked him to share. Wang Wei told her to come get it herself, knowing she'd get cut to pieces on the way. She asked him to deliver. Wang Wei refused. She threatened to call the police. Then she posted photos of his supplies online and messaged everyone Wang Wei knew. Former co-workers, old classmates, even people Wang Wei hadn't talked to in years, all suddenly remembered Wang Wei existed. The neighborhood group chat was tagging him non-stop. Wang Wei smiled and filmed a slow video tour of his apartment. Stacks of imported steak, 3 full freezers, cases of Mao Tai and Lao Tea, a generator water purifier, medical supplies, cold weather gear. Wang Wei posted it with a caption, "Stocked up a little. Should last a few months. Stay strong, everyone." The messages poured in. "Share with me, sell me some." Wang Wei replied to each one personally, "Only for viewing, not for sale." Zhao Lai texted me, "With our friendship, you would not help." "Friendship?" Wang Wei wrote back. "You talk behind his back. You think Wang Wei don't know? He threatened me. Showing off like this, aren't you afraid of making enemies?" Wang Wei was not afraid of anything. Then the government sent another announcement. They'd figured out the wind blades only hurt exposed living things. Stay indoors or in vehicles. Emergency supplies were being distributed. Suddenly, everyone turned on him again. Zhao Lai, idiot. The government is handing out free supplies. Who needs your stuff? Chen Mingxuan, Wang Wei reported you to the police. Get ready for jail. The neighborhood group chat exploded with mockery. Called him a clown, a hoarder, a fool. Wang Wei read every message calmly. Poor reckless fools. They thought they were safe now. The government's rule about staying indoors only worked for the first 3 days. After that, the wind blades would tear through buildings, cars, everything. That would be the real beginning of hell. The government said they'd distribute supplies. Wang Wei laughed. They had maybe 2 days before that became impossible. Wang Wei posted a photo of his breakfast on social media just to stir things up. The comments were vicious, but Wang Wei enjoyed every one of them while Wang Wei ate. Everyone relaxed after hearing about the official supplies. Companies announced remote work. The authorities took down videos of the dead streamer and the sliced-up animals. They were trying to keep people calm. It would work for a little while, not long. With nothing to do, Wang Wei played a mobile game called Brave Alliance. Everyone stuck at home had the same idea. The game's player count exploded overnight. Then the neighborhood group sent a notice collecting information for supply distribution. Free stuff is free stuff, so Wang Wei filled it out. His phone rang. Danqing Police Station. The 3 women had filed a joint report. Fraud, threats, spreading inappropriate material. They wanted him at the station within 24 hours. Wang Wei out of town traveling. Wang Wei lied smoothly. Wang Wei'll come the day after tomorrow. The officer agreed. 9 in the morning day after tomorrow. Wang Wei hung up and thought the day after tomorrow nobody would be going anywhere. Then his doorbell rang. Old Zhang from across the hall, his former neighbor who'd followed him to this building. He stood there holding bags of vegetables and fruit, trying to look casual. "Neighbors help each other, right?" he said. Wang Wei took the bag. He tried to fish for information about how long the weather would last. Wang Wei gave him nothing useful. He went home shaking. Through the safe house, Wang Wei could sense his conversation with his wife. He told her being near him felt like being in his mother's arms, total safety. His danger perception was pointing straight at him. Meanwhile, the group chat Wang Wei created exploded again. Chen Mingxuan, Lin Nan, and Chu Lian were celebrating that the police had called him. Insults flew, deadbeat, idiot, trash. Wang Wei blocked them from messaging him directly, then quietly started posting their photos in the group one by one. Front shots, side shots, ID shots. The insults stopped instantly. Delete them, they screamed. Keep insulting him, Wang Wei typed. Every insult gets a photo sent to his entire friend list, a few hundred people. Won't take long. Dead silence. Li Pengzi popped up in the chat offering 10,000 yuan per photo. Wang Wei told him Wang Wei'd think about it. He messaged him privately offering to forget the 2 million if Wang Wei shared information about the disaster. Wang Wei told him to transfer 2 more million and Wang Wei might talk. He lost it. I'm Wang Wei, your ATM. Wang Wei put down his phone and walked to the window. The sky was getting darker. The wind was picking up. News from foreign websites confirmed this was happening worldwide. Floods on the west coast, snowstorms in Scandinavia, frost at the equator, casualties everywhere. People finally understood. This was not just weird weather. This was global. At midnight, the voice came again. Successfully survived the second day. Gained 1 safety point. His safe house was still at 200 square meters with a 4-day duration. Wang Wei needed 2 points for the next upgrade. 1 more day of survival and Wang Wei'd have enough. Then his phone rang. Unknown number. Wang Wei answered. Mr. Wang Wei, this is Du Wei from the National Security Agency. Wang Wei recognized the name immediately. In his past life, he was one of the key leaders who built the Human Alliance. He knew everything, the loans, the supplies, the mortgage. He asked if Wang Wei'd awakened any abilities. No, Wang Wei said, just lucky. He did not believe him. He invited him to join something called the Human Awakener Alliance. Those words hit him like needles. They'd already formed the alliance even without his warnings. Sorry, Wang Wei said. Wang Wei haven't awakened anything. He tried the guilt card. Hundreds of millions of lives. The bigger picture? Think of your fellow citizens. The bigger picture. The same words they used before they killed him. Wang Wei, am willing to contribute to humanity, Wang Wei said, his voice cold as ice. But Wang Wei truly don't know anything. Long silence. Then he said he understood and hung up. Wang Wei walked to the window. The city was still glowing with light. But Wang Wei knew those lights would go dark soon, one by one. Whoever wants to save the world this time can go ahead. Wang Wei done. 3rd day of the disaster. The sky was still that ugly yellow, but people were going outside. Someone figured out you could avoid the wind blades by covering yourself completely. A guy in a full hazmat suit live-streamed himself walking around with his hand in the air. Nothing happened. People dug out their old pandemic quarantine gear and started strolling through the streets like it was a holiday. Then the official supplies arrived. Just a few bags of vegetables, but it was enough to make everyone feel safe. And that's when the mocking really started. His old neighborhood group chat blew up. Everyone was laughing at him. The guy who borrowed money to hoard supplies. The idiot with the 0 down payment car. Someone's friend at the dealership had leaked that Wang Wei did not even pay a deposit. His whole story was out there. The loans, the stockpiling, all of it. Wang Wei must be crying over his supplies right now. Share some with us. You would not need them anyway. Biggest fool online, Zhao Lai was the loudest. Sent him a whole string of messages calling him a dummy, saying his food would go moldy. He was loving every second. Chen Mingxuan, Lin Nan, and Chu Lian piled on too. Called him a scumbag, a show-off, a fraud. Wang Wei quietly sent a few more of their photos into the group. That shut them up for a bit. Then Wang Wei checked TikTok. Wang Wei was trending. Number 1. Top person for stockpiling with high-interest loans. Someone had downloaded all his social media posts and spread them everywhere. His full name, his address, his building number, all exposed. His new neighborhood group started buzzing too. People figured out Wang Wei was in building 1/4 floor. They tagged him, asking if Wang Wei wanted free vegetables from the committee. Wang Wei put his phone down and looked out the window. People were gathering below, live streaming, waving vegetables at the camera, celebrating. Every face said the same thing. See, it was nothing. Wang Wei knew it all along. Wang Wei watched them for a long time. Then Wang Wei smiled. Not a happy smile, more like pity. Laugh all you want, enjoy it while you can. Tomorrow, Wang Wei, hope you can still smile. Wang Wei went back to his phone and made a post. Post-apocalyptic record? Safe house diary, day 3. Mood cyberbullied, but Wang Wei feel nothing. Tomorrow's menu, milk and bread for breakfast. Steak with red wine for lunch. The sky is still red and yellow. The wind is getting stronger. Night is coming. The comments exploded. More laughing, more mocking. People calling him delusional, telling him to wake up and go get his free vegetables. But somewhere in the National Emergency Command Center, Du Wei was staring at his post on a big screen. Wind getting stronger. Night is coming. He repeated slowly. His assistant suggested Wang Wei was just showing off. He raised his hand to shut her up. He probably really knows something, Du Wei whispered. He was right, Wang Wei did. And Wang Wei was not telling anyone. His post blew up overnight. Someone copied it and got 100,000 likes in 10 minutes. Everyone online knew him now. Number 1 in loan stockpiling. The comments were brutal. People called him crazy, said Wang Wei'd read too many novels, told him to see a psychiatrist. Wang Wei scrolled through the insults and felt nothing. Just laugh it off, Wang Wei whispered. It'll only last a day or two. Then Wang Wei noticed the copycat blogger was gaining followers fast off his content. That annoyed him. Why should someone else ride his traffic? Wang Wei made his own account, filmed a video of his apartment, the stacked cans, the steaks, the wine, the cold weather gear, all of it. Posted it with a simple caption. Wang Wei, the one who mortgaged his house and took high-interest loans to stockpile. Want to see the end of the world record? Follow him. Wang Wei tossed his phone aside and ate bread in front of the TV. At midnight, the voice came again. Successfully survived the third day. Gained 1 safety point. Wang Wei had 2 points saved up, enough to upgrade. Upgrade, Wang Wei said. The safe house expanded to 300 square meters. Duration 5 days. Cooldown still 3 days. Next upgrade would cost 4 points. Wang Wei slept well that night. Day 4, Wang Wei got up early for once and looked outside. More people than ever on the streets. After yesterday's brave volunteers proved you could go out in full gear, everyone dropped their guard. Cars on the road, people chatting. It looked almost normal. But Wang Wei noticed the trees swaying harder than before. The wind was getting stronger. Nobody else seemed to care. Today was the last safe day. Tomorrow the wind blades would stop caring about walls and clothes. They'd cut through everything. Wang Wei checked his phone after breakfast. His follower count had hit 347,000 and was still climbing. Over 200,000 comments, every single one mocking him. Official supplies are here. Your stuff is going to rot. Is this the apocalypse or a vacation? Steak, wine, and gaming. Borrowed money to hoard food. Must be mentally ill. Follow this guy, he's one of a kind. Wang Wei read through them slowly. 300,000 followers and not a single kind word. Wang Wei smiled. Then Wang Wei opened his profile and pressed Start Live Broadcast. The camera faced the mountain of supplies behind him. Wang Wei looked straight into it and spoke calmly. You all want to see? Today Wang Wei will show you live. Watch carefully. This is not a joke. This is the last real record before the end of the world. Wang Wei started his live stream at 10:17 in the morning. Called it End of the World Record Wrong Way. For 10 seconds, nobody showed up. Then the first viewer came in. Then 10. Then 100. Within 3 minutes, almost 4,000 people were watching. All there to laugh at him. Wang Wei sat in front of the camera, sipping coffee, saying nothing. The comments flew by. Is that the lone stockpiling fool? Why isn't he talking? Come on, tell us how it feels now that supplies are free. 5 minutes and 12,000 viewers. 10 minutes, almost 40,000. 15 minutes, over 100,000. Wang Wei was trending. Wang Wei put down his coffee and finally spoke. Tomorrow is the real end of the world. The comments went insane. The prophet is online. This guy's lost his mind. Someone call the mental hospital. 300,000 viewers. Still climbing. Wang Wei kept going. Told them the wind blades would get stronger tomorrow. That people on the streets would be cut to pieces. The comments were a wall of laughter, insults, and report threats. Spreading rumors can land you in jail. Report him. Wait, don't report. This is too funny. Wang Wei watched it all with no expression. Then Wang Wei smiled. Wang Wei, I'm just telling you whether you believe it is your choice. Someone asked why Wang Wei was even live streaming. Wang Wei said the truth to make money. Wang Wei had high-interest loans to pay off. The comments shifted instantly. They thought Wang Wei was going to sell his supplies at a discount. Will there be a sale? Wang Wei will buy everything at 1/10 price. Wang Wei nodded like Wang Wei was thinking about it. If tomorrow passes and you're still alive, Wang Wei might share some. Almost 1 million viewers now. The comments exploded with anger. What do you mean still alive? Are you cursing us? Report this guy. 1 million viewers. Number 1 trending nationwide. Number 1 in local topics. Number 1 in popular live streams. Wang Wei stood up and walked around the apartment with his phone showing everything. Hundreds of cans, 20 bags of rice, 15 bags of flour, wine stacked floor to ceiling, generator protective suits, medical supplies. The comments shifted a little. Did he move an entire supermarket in there? Guys, Wang Wei suddenly kind of believe him. Wang Wei sat back down, finished watching. After tomorrow, if you're still alive, Wang Wei might stream again. Why does this guy keep cursing? Wang Wei smiled one last time. If you're alive tomorrow, leave him a message. Wang Wei will start the stream on time. Screenshot, we'll check tomorrow. If nothing happens, he's getting cyberbullied to death. Wang Wei clicked end live. The screen went dark. Wang Wei walked to the window. The trees were swaying harder than ever. The sky was that deep reddish yellow. His phone buzzed with over 90,000 unread comments. Wang Wei opened a few random ones. Idiot, if nothing happens tomorrow, you're finished. You're the biggest joke online. Waiting to see you get exposed. Wang Wei put the phone down. Tomorrow they'd all find out. And by then it would be too late. After Wang Wei's live stream ended, the whole internet exploded with activity. Comments, trending topics, and social media were filled with discussions about Wang Wei creating an unusually lively scene. Many netizens began to report Wang Wei's live streams and videos in large numbers, accusing him of false advertising, causing social panic and misleading the public. They even complained about his social media accounts. People familiar with online rules knew that when content was suspected of violating regulations or causing public outrage, reports usually led to quick action. Videos taken down within half an hour, accounts banned. This was a common practice and no one doubted the effectiveness of reporting. But this time everyone was stunned. After the mass reports were sent, time passed second by second. Neither the platform's response nor the status of the accounts and content changed at all, like stones sinking into the sea with no reply. Even more surprising, many curious netizens captured key clips from Wang Wei's live stream, edited and reposted them. Some recorded the entire stream and replayed it. These derivative contents remained untouched, not flagged as violations nor removed or banned. Could it really be Wang Wei reported him 3 times but nothing happened? Is the platform just ignoring this? They're not handling such panic-inducing streams. Could it be what he said is actually going to happen? Stop talking nonsense, it's definitely just hype. But why is reporting useless? Everyone's at home. Maybe the platform isn't reviewing reports now? That makes sense. For a moment, Wang Wei became the hottest topic across the internet. However, everyone thought Wang Wei was just trying to attract attention and gain views without any shame. Some sarcastically added being hated and still popular. That's how he's making tons of money. But none of this affected Wang Wei. He turned off the live stream back end, looked at the endless discussions on his phone, and showed no emotion. He had already expected how people would react. He never really believed anyone would believe him. On the contrary, what he wanted was this effect, making everyone think his warning was just a joke or a stunt to attract attention. When the disaster strikes tomorrow, those who mocked and doubted him will see their joke turn into reality. Wang Wei wonder what their expressions will be then. Wang Wei even feels a bit excited. He hopes these people will still be alive tomorrow. Will something really happen tomorrow? Li Ponzi suddenly sent a message. It's fake, Wang Wei replied casually. It's just a live stunt to make money and pay debts. Pay debts? What debts? Li Ponzi asked. Looks like it's real. Wang Wei was a bit surprised to see Li Ponzi's message. He did not expect this creditor to believe him. Think what you want? Wang Wei said, not explaining much. I've also awakened a power, Li Ponzi sent again. I know a little about it. What kind of power did you awaken? Wang Wei asked, curious. In his past life, he knew about most awakened people with some strength. Partial physical enhancement. Li Ponzi replied straightforwardly with 5 words. Wang Wei's mind moved and he quickly sent another message. Did the Alliance contact you? After a moment, Li Ponzi replied yes, but they did not want him. Wang Wei was surprised to see Li Ponzi's message. The Alliance usually welcomes awakened people, even those with ordinary abilities, and includes them in their group. Why would they reject someone who awakened a physical enhancement ability early in the disaster? Even a simple physical boost can be very useful at the start of a disaster. So rejection seems unlikely, Wang Wei thought for a moment, quickly typing on his screen. Which part of your body did you enhance? In just a couple of seconds, Li Ponzi's reply came. His second brother, Wang Wei. He doubted he read it right. He waited another second and Li Ponzi's message popped up again. Still the same 2 words. His second brother, Wang Wei. Looking at the repeated words on the screen, Wang Wei was momentarily speechless. Li Ponzi seemed worried he would not understand. So he added, "It's the one you think. Don't pretend you don't get it." Wang Wei put down his phone, unable to help but rub his forehead, feeling both amused and helpless. No wonder the alliance did not want him. This ability really seemed useless. Before he could respond, Li Pengzi's messages kept coming full of excitement. "Do you really know what will happen tomorrow, right? Why not just say it directly? Save the world, brother. Imagine becoming famous then." "So exciting, save the world." Wang Wei sneered coldly. Who would save him if the world needed saving? In his past life, he tried his best to protect those around him, but in the end, he was betrayed and died tragically. In this life, he would not be a hero anymore. Other people's lives and deaths did not matter to him. He did not reply to Li Pengzi. His eyes fell on another group chat in his phone, the patron group. The three women Chen Mingxuan hadn't made any moves at all. He was mocked online, yet they did not take advantage of the situation. That did not seem like their style. Are they scared? Wang Wei muttered to himself. Or are they planning something sneaky? He did not know that Chen Mingxuan and the others really did not dare to provoke him anymore. At least before the police caught him, they had agreed never contact Wang Wei proactively again. Every time they mocked him, he would post photos in the group. Photos they really did not want to see a second time. Successfully survived the third day of the disaster, gained 1 safety point. Just after midnight, Wang Wei earned another safety point. But now upgrading the safe house requires 4 points, and the next upgrade will take 3 days. Fortunately, Wang Wei was not short on time. As long as he stayed at home, the safe house could keep upgrading. Now a 300 square meter area was enough. If it keeps expanding like this, could the safe house really cover the whole world? Wang Wei could not help but marvel silently, a strange thought crossing his mind. But after the thought, he shook his head slowly, feeling it was unlikely. After all, each upgrade only added 100 square meters. Trying to cover the whole world with a safety shelter, by expanding 100 square meters each time, would take an impossible amount of time. Maybe even if Wang Wei spent his whole life, Wang Wei could not do it. Wang Wei withdrew his thoughts, lay on the bed, and slowly closed his eyes. Tomorrow the real disaster will arrive as scheduled. Wang Wei wondered how many people will die this time. The next morning, Wang Wei woke up, washed quickly, and got ready. According to his past memories today, at 10 in the morning, the wind blades will start their indiscriminate attack. It should be about that time now. Wang Wei went to the window, pulled back the curtain, and looked outside. The sky was still a dull yellow, and many residents in the neighborhood were walking around fully armed. Not far away, cars were driving on the road, sparse but normal. It looked like everything was normal. No, it was more normal than yesterday. Under Wang Wei's watch, the wind suddenly stopped. The tree branches that had been swaying in the wind froze in place. Many people noticed this scene. The wind has stopped. Is it over? No wind anymore. Can we take off our protective suits now? In the neighborhood, dozens of residents stopped and looked up at the still trees, smiling. Someone sent a message in the residents' chat group. The alarm is off, right? Wang Wei knew there was no end-of-the-world thing, just scare tactics. As soon as the message was sent over, a dozen replies flooded in. Haha, Wang Wei was about to go out too. That streamer Wang Wei made a lot last night. Maybe he should refund today. Refund. That's voluntary tipping, it's just smart spending. Wang Wei glanced at the time on his phone, 9:57. He opened the live stream. The end of the world records. Wang Wei live broadcast started at 9:57 in the morning. In just 1 minute, over 10,000 people flooded into the stream and the numbers kept rising. The comments flooded in like a wave. Wow, isn't this the end of the world, Prophet? Where are the wind blades? The wind has stopped now. Where are they? Haha, this is hilarious. The streamer got a lot of tips last night, and today he's announcing the end of the world is canceled. Business is good. Do you all understand what's happening? This is called business sense. Create anxiety first, then harvest the leaks people who are easily influenced. Once the leaks are gone, the end of the world will naturally not happen. Damn, Wang Wei was so scared last night that Wang Wei rushed to the supermarket and bought 3 boxes of instant noodles, waiting in line for 2 hours. Wang Wei, you owe him time. To the person upstairs, the instant noodles are still good. Keep them and eat them slowly. The end of the world. Maybe it will come tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the day after that. Don't say Wang Wei did not warn you. Today the wind has stopped. The sky is a bit yellow, but it's not a big problem. Wang Wei predict the end of the world will happen today. End of the world. Okay, Wang Wei'll leave work early. Haha, the online commenters are so mean. Wang Wei love it. Wang Wei, where are you? Why aren't you talking? Maybe he did not expect the wind to stop. Now he's probably feeling awkward and does not know how to explain. Wang Wei looked at the comments expressionless with less than 2 minutes left. The mockery online was overwhelming, even more intense than yesterday's doubts. On the trending list, Wang Wei's prediction fails had become the top topic with over 100 million views. Popular bloggers did not miss this chance to get attention. Since 8 in the morning, many outdoor streamers appeared on the streets, fully dressed, live streaming the last moments before the end of the world. Everyone watched carefully. A streamer named Atao Ventures stood in the city square wearing a full transparent raincoat, making funny faces at the camera. Wang Wei, I'm right here outside. Come on, zoom in. Let him see where the legendary wind blade is. Huh, where is it? He aimed the camera at the sky and spun around 360 degrees. Nope, nothing, just a bit yellow. The sky is as empty as his ex-girlfriend's heart, completely empty. Comments flooded the screen. Haha, Atao is so funny. Ex-girlfriend, are you polite? Atao is awesome. Expose the scammer. Let Wang Wei see what real traffic looks like. What a real streamer. Atao played it well. Wang Wei's starting his own live stream now. Everyone, let's fight fake news. Atao watched his live stream with over 10,000 viewers grinning happily. His usual streams only had 300 or 400 viewers, sometimes just over 1,000. Today, riding the wave of the fact-checking trend, the number of supporters quickly reached 12,000 and kept rising. Thanks for everyone's support, he said with a fist salute. Today we'll stay here in the square and wait until 10 in the morning to see what that wind blade really looks like. Everyone please share this so Wang Wei could see it. At that moment, Atao suddenly realized that Wang Wei was also live streaming. Everyone, Wang Wei is live now, he exclaimed excitedly. Should Wang Wei connect with him? Ask him directly where his wind blade went. Connect now, let's give him a good surprise. Quick connect. Haha, Wang Wei wanted to see the moment the scam is exposed. Come on, Atao, we support you. The chat in the live stream was full of shouting. Okay, let's do it, everyone. Atao started to request a connection. He was a bit nervous inside. After all, he was just a small streamer, while Wang Wei was a popular streamer with millions of followers yesterday. But unexpectedly, his connection request was approved immediately. Wow, everyone, Atao exclaimed happily. Wang Wei accepted. He really accepted. On the screen, 2 live streams appeared side by side. On the left was Atao wearing a plastic raincoat standing in the square with people passing by behind him. The connection opened, Atao grinned at the camera, and Wang Wei calmly faced the man who had come to mock him before the entire nation.